Uh, Greetings, YouTubers and live videoers. It's me, Wayman29 again. I realized that I babbled on, and I didn't really address the free will thing that Goat had on his video, which was, I do that sometimes. Get babbling on about stuff and don't really address the issue. So, alright. The way I think of free will is, I think that free will exists. However, I believe that early Orthodox Christianity had it really messed up because they almost tried to make God too perfect. And you might ask, what do you mean by too perfect? He's God. He has to be perfect. No, he doesn't. Because in the Old Testament, the literature has him showing very real characteristics of humanity, and he has frailties. So, they say, well, God never sinned, and there's instant where in 1 Kings chapter 22, where God knowingly deceives mankind. That's sin, being deceitful. He's the head of the heavenly council, and he says, I need somebody who will go out to the prophets as a lying spirit, and an entity steps forth and says, I will go. So, there you have it. And I'm going to do a little illustration here. Just what I mean is, I didn't read this out of any, Chicken Soup for the Soul or any devotional stuff. I actually thought this myself, and I didn't even hear this in a sermon anywhere. But Yahweh in the Old Testament, it's kind of like taking all these ants and you throw them in the bowl or in a flat dish, and you say to yourself, these are the parameters that I'm going to set for these ants. These ants are out there. They may know you exist. They may not. They might not even care. But you say to yourself, if these ants go outside of this parameter, I might let them go. However, I might decide to smush them. However, I don't know. So I'm going to see what they do. So you allow the ants to run around in the bowl. One or two go out. You might be able to squish one just because you feel like it and because they went outside the boundary. So the ants, they can run around any place in the bowl. However, they wouldn't be allowed to go outside the bowl because you said, and through because, to the ant, you'd be all powerful, blah, blah, blah. However, you wouldn't know what they would do. However, you would get to smash one or two of them if they stepped outside of those parameters. So that's the way I see free will ranging, where the deity ends up setting these kinds of parameters sometimes, as it appears in the Old Testament. And, you go outside of it, you're squished. However, he still has human characteristics. He still talks to people. Christians say, "Oh, no man's seen God." The conversation that Abraham has with Yahweh over Sodom and Gomorrah, where Abraham, has a bidding war. He could have got it down to one person, but he was afraid of Yahweh, like I said before. So he didn't. So that in some aspects would be some kind of free will that I personally see, where even though I don't probably follow it the whole way, because like I said before, I believe that, the free will is part of the early Christian Orthodox ideas and was impressed upon everything else and how we think today. So that's just one little illustration maybe that where free will would be allowed to exist. So we would be like the ants running around in the little bowl, and we step out of the edge, squish. If the deity decided that, that's the way maybe some people would view free will. However, the way you presented it, it wouldn't exist under those circumstances. However, I believe that Christians created the kind of circumstances you brought up and have fenced themselves in. So what I mean is, if you go by those kinds of theological ideas, you created your own bowl. So that's my ideas about free will. Okay, take care, Goat. Awesome video. Take care, YouTubers. Take care of yourself and each other.